Sawa. Nianze sasa. Okay, this is a press release for immediate release statement by Nakuru Coalition for Action Against Femicide in Kenya. Sisters and comrades, we are here today just as concerned citizens, but as people and organizations standing up against the plague of femicide that has started. We are here today just as concerned citizens, but as people and organizations standing up against the plague of femicide that has stained the very fabric of our society. The blood of our fallen sisters cries out for justice, including Starlet Wahu, Rita Waeni, Grace Wanjiro, Anne Maina, and Laura Kaswira, who, among many others, in fact, 500 of them since 2015. We are here to say we will not be silent spectators to the heinous crimes perpetrated against our women. Femicide data reveals a grotesque reality. We are living in a reality where over 500 cases of femicide have been reported since 2015, with the youngest and most vibrant among us, aged 18 to 35, disproportionately bearing the brunt of this brutality. These aren't just statistics. These are stolen dreams, silenced voices of our mothers, sisters, and children, and shattered futures of our sisters. The recent murders, including those committed by a police officer, Police Constable Nicholas Musyoka Musau, exposes the rot not only within the greater society, but also within our law enforcement system. Anne Maina and Laura Kaswira, innocent lives extinguished because a police officer felt inconvenienced by a bill. This is not just a betrayal of trust, it is a betrayal of the very essence of justice that these officers are sworn to uphold. Our demands are as follows: to the government officials, including the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, the Director of Public Prosecution, and the Inspector General of Police. We issue a demand, not a request, immediate action of resignation. We refuse to accept half-hearted promises and empty condolences. The time for platitudes has passed. Our demands are non-negotiable. We call upon the following government officials to address the crisis. To the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and Coordination of National Government, we demand an immediate review and enhancement of the policies and resources allocated to combat femicide. The ministry must prioritize the safety and protection of women. Director of Public Prosecution, we urge the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to expedite the investigations and prosecutions of femicide cases. Justice delayed is justice denied, and the families of victims deserves closure. To the Inspector General of Police, law enforcement must be proactive in preventing femicide, investigating cases promptly, and ensuring the safety of potential victims. Specialized training on handling of domestic violence cases is imperative. We call upon the full polycare to be well-resourced, proactive, and intended at addressing cases of gender-based violence promptly and professionally, and to live up to its core mandate, being a victim-centered, one-stop center service provider. Conduct a thorough investigation into the conduct of all officers involved in femicide cases. The police must be a service for justice, not just a source of terror. I'm Beatrix Aruse, a human rights defender in Nakuru County.
Okay, thank you. I'll continue from where Beatrix stopped. My name is Hassan Adeko. Okay, a human rights defender working with the Smart Ladies Women Group in Nakuru. So, to the members of Parliament, we call upon legislators to enact and strengthen laws that protect women from domestic violence and femicide. The penalties for such crimes should be severe to act as a deterrent. To the religious leaders, your silence in the wake of such moral depravity is complacent. You are a moral authority that is supposed to hold people accountable. Your voice influence and amplify the call for justice, change, and ensure protection of the women of Kenya. You can do better. A. strengthen domestic violence law that specifically address domestic violence, ensuring that victims are protected and that perpetrators face severe consequences. B. Introduce legislation allowing for the safe issuance of emergency protective orders to protect the victims of domestic violence and providing them with immediate legal safeguards. C. Members of both houses of parliament must push for legislation that significantly increases penalties for femicide. This will send a clear message that such crime will not be tolerated and justice will be swift and severe. To the judiciary, we demand the fast tracking of femicide cases by implementing measures to expedite femicide cases through the legal system. These include addressing delays, ensuring witness protection, and upholding those responsible, accountable in a timely manner. Further, we call upon Kenyans to do the following in support the urgent quest to end femicide. Demand justice for all victims. Anne, Maina, Laura Kaswera, Starlet Wahu, Rita Waeni, Grace Wanjiro, and the countless unnamed victims demand justice. We demand an end to the culture of impunity, regardless of the perpetrator's status. Dismantle the system. The systematic failure that allows femicide to persist must be dismantled. No more delays, no more excuses. We demand accountability from those who swore an oath to protect us. Demand police overhaul now. The police force must be purged of those who betray their oath. We demand immediate action against Police Constable Nicholas Musyoka Musau and a thorough investigation into the conduct of all officers involved in femicide cases. Exercise community vigilance. We call upon our community to be very vigilant. We must protect our sisters, our daughters, and friends from those who seek to harm them. Silence in the face of violence is complicity. Push for radical legislative overhaul. Our legislatures must enact laws that strike out fear into the hearts of potential perpetrators. Femicide should carry severe consequences, and we demand radical legislative changes to reflect the urgency of this crisis. Our message is clear. Enough is
Enough.
We will not be silenced, and we will not allow our sisters to be forgotten. It is time, this revolution, it is time for this, and it is revolution now. Let the powerful tremble at the voices of outraged citizens in solidarity and in defense, signed by all the organizations who are supporting this clarion call and march. Thank you.